Hit the music.
Welcome to another episode of the Chokeslam Wrestling Report. I am your host, the infamous Ultimate One from New York City. And today I'm getting on the YouTube channel to give you what happened or give you my take of the breaking news that happened this afternoon that was reported by Fightful Select. The 6 individuals that WWE released today. And we're talking about Aleister Black and Braun Strowman, including Ruby Riot, Lana, Santana Garrett, and Buddy Murphy. These people got let go today. Now, the biggest shock to me was Braun Strowman, because Braun Strowman just happened to come out on the WrestleMania Backlash on the three-way match between him, Bobby Lashley, and Drew McIntyre. All of a sudden, 2 weeks later, he's gone. They let him go. Aleister Black, another guy who they brought up from NXT in 2018 and whatnot, and brought him up to the main roster, did not use him at all. I mean, they used him after they had him like 6 months inside a broom closet after bringing him up from NXT. And they were about to put him on TV. They were doing small vignettes with him the last couple of weeks. He attacked Big E with the black mask. So we thought we were going to see Big E and Aleister Black in a feud. All of a sudden, he's gone. They let him go. And the funniest part is, there was a couple of weeks ago, they were saying that Zelina Vega was seen at the Performance Center. Word was that she was going to be back in WWE. So this is all crazy going on because another Black Wednesday. Last 4 Wednesdays, there's been a lot of firing coming from WWE. Now, let's talk about Aleister Black. Aleister Black had the look, had the entrance, had the music, had everything. He was just a guy who was a former NXT World Champion and had great storyline, great matches with Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa with the whole story with that. And now, all of a sudden, they brought him up to the main roster. Before that, he was teaming up with Ricochet. Him and Ricochet were going after the Dusty Rhodes Classic Tag Team Trophy, which they ended up winning. Then they went and faced the War Machine for the NXT Tag Team title, which they lost. And then Vince McMahon decided to bring them up on that great eve, which, if you guys remember, January of 2018, when they said there were going to be different matches, different matchups, and all that. And they brought Aleister Black and Ricochet up. And all they did was put Ricochet Ricochet, they broke him down to what he is today. And Aleister Black, they put him in a broom closet for 6 months and whatnot. He didn't do anything, inviting people to come over. Who wants to pick a fight with him? Cesaro ended up having a couple of great matches with him. Then they had Aleister Black in this storyline where the Mysterios had a feud with Seth Rollins. Why was Aleister Black involved in that storyline? And next thing you know, his eye is taken out. So then it disappeared, comes back, then he looks like Snake from Metal Solid Gear with his eye patched up, starts feuding with Kevin Owens, and then he disappears again. Then after that, his wife gets fired, and he's nowhere to be seen. He wasn't been seen since October. And just a couple of weeks ago, they decided to do vignettes on him. They would come and bring in Black, the Black Mask Big E, and now he's gone. Braun Strowman. Him, I found this was very, very surprising to me. Again, Braun Strowman, which is in the WrestleMania Backlash in the main event. All of a sudden, now he's gone. But rest assured that Braun Strowman, I don't think he will be picked up very quickly. And I'm going to tell you why. But let me break down what Braun Strowman, during the time he was in WWE, what he did. He was this unstoppable force. He was part of the Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family. He was the black sheep. Nobody could do nothing with him. He started this feud with Roman Reigns. They had a great feud, but it was just one thing he did that WWE then pretty much broke him down, and that was when he messed up and forgot his line on a promo. Right after that, after he already won the greatest battle royal, the green belt, which is now the 24/7 belt, and they did all that, then they broke him down. They even made him team up with a kid to win the WWE Tag Team Championship. So that was the sign of him going down. He had great matches with Roman Reigns. He had big, nice, great matches with Brock Lesnar. Too big. He took Brock Lesnar to the limit. But after that, he was done. The long mohawk in the back, whatever it was, it was cut. They tried to bring him different. And it didn't do nothing for him. It did not do nothing. Now, where would Braun Strowman will go? This is the part where I feel that I think he burned bridges. He burned bridges last year when he decided to go on Twitter and answer Evil Uno's Twitter about independent wrestling and why it was so bad because he felt bad because there was no money going to be made because of the pandemic. Braun Strowman went in there and he just shitted all over the independence scene, talking about how these guys are not working hard. But then he was in WWE, he's making crazy money. He got backlash for that. Okay? And then he became a stooge for the company and whatnot. When a podcaster pretty much called out what's her name? Alexa Bliss. He was one of those guys, wrestlers that were getting in the conversation between Alexa Bliss and a podcaster. And after that, he did all that for what? For WWE then to let him go? He won the Universal title, but how he won the Universal title? He beat a 53-year-old guy, Bill Goldberg. How your career is made with that? But then right after that, he has horrible feud with Bray Wyatt, and he lost the belt to Bray Wyatt, only for then Bray Wyatt to lose it to Roman Reigns. But he really didn't do anything. He was out of TV for a while because he got injured or whatever. Where is he going to go? We don't know. Because for all we know, he could end up going to NWA or MLW. I don't see him going to AEW. Okay, I don't see him going to AEW, especially after the thing with Evil Uno. Everybody like, oh, I hope that he doesn't come. I'm hoping that he doesn't go to AEW. AEW does not need him. Aleister Black, AEW could grab him. Lana, another one. Lana went inside 5-year deal when Rusev was about to leave WWE, but she chose to sign 5-year deal because she thought it was better for her. And Rusev left, now who's known as Miro, the TNT champion. She stood behind, and all she got was 9 weeks of a table. She got put through a table 9 weeks in a row by Nia Jax. And that was her punishment for her husband leaving and whatnot. So I could see Lana probably going to AEW for the simple fact that they will bring her in. And when Kid Sabian comes back from his injury, they'll have a feud between Miro and Lana versus Kid Sabian for the next fall. I could see that happening, but I see Lana coming to AEW. So she probably one of the safest person because she may have somewhere to go. Ruby Riot. She could end up going to Ring of Honor or Impact. Ring of Honor is about to do the women's tournament. I don't know if they already set up all the competitors, but she could be somebody going. And believe me, Ruby Riot, a lot of people don't know, but Ruby Riot was a probably co-holder of the Shimmer Tag Team Champions. So these girls have wrestled other places and won titles. WWE is the only one that, they're going to continue to give you the same people over and over again every week. They're going to run those same characters every week, overexposing certain wrestlers, like the Seth Rollins, the Charlottes. They're going to they do not push it. Ruby Riot, the Lanas. Well, the Lanas, she was horrible with wrestling, which brings me to this thought was, I remember Survivor Series last year, instead of them putting the rocket behind Bianca Belair, they made Lana the winner, where Lana throughout the whole match was standing in a corner. So that goes to show you what WWE thought of Lana. You know what I'm saying? They had a teaming up with Naomi, and now that's a tag team. No more. There's no more tag team of that. Naomi, I don't know what she's gonna do now, but she don't have a tag team. Buddy Murphy, another guy who I feel uh, that he is a great wrestler. Former cruiserweight champion. WWE didn't know what to do with him. He had a great match with Roman Reigns a couple of years ago, and another great match with Daniel Bryan, and they didn't do nothing with him. I could see Buddy Murphy in an Impact. He'll fit definitely perfect in Impact with his wrestling skills. So I could see it. Santana Garrett, I can't say much about Santana Garrett. I just saw her wrestle one time in the independent scene. I'm not familiar with her, but whatever she is, I'm sure she is safe as far as the independent scene is concerned. So she'll probably end up in Ring of Honor or Impact, or who knows? She may go to AEW, Women's Division. So especially now that they're gonna have Rampage coming up. So they're gonna have a second show coming up. So that, I mean, WWE did what they did, and what they probably before they let everybody go is that AEW is doing a second show, which they could use all those people if they want and use it for Rampage. So that's something to look forward to. But the crazy part is that the last 4 weeks, WWE had been firing everybody. They went and chopped heads on the studios, on the digital departments. They chopped everybody. Commentating. Uh, they let go of Samoa Joe. They let go. What was they let go? Well, Velveteen Dream had it coming, so I'm always gonna say that. Uh, Adnan, who only lasted not even a month, they got rid of. So they're getting rid of a lot of people. Now my question is, why are they getting rid of all these contracts? Especially now that there's a rumor going around. There's a reason they did this today and they've been doing that, and it's something strange going on, is that they may sell the company. WWE may be in the market and may be bought probably by by NBC Universal. I mean, think about it. They just bought Peacock. I mean, not Peacock. They are Peacock. NBC just bought the WWE network, and what better way for them to do that? I mean, it'll be a shame if WWE gets bought by NBC Universal, because you know what they're gonna do with all that content that they have, and they're gonna dub a lot of those matches, especially ECW stuff, and maybe the old man don't want to do this no more. He has made so much money. You had Triple H selling his stocks not long ago. Stephanie McMahon was selling her stocks on the stock market. So maybe they don't want to deal with that no more. Who knows? But that's the rumor going around that they may sell WWE. And I can tell you right now, they think they might be Disney. I don't think it's going to be Disney. I think it's going to be NBC Universal. It's going to be the one who's going to buy WWE. I've been saying this for like a month and a half already. We've talked to people about it. NBC may be the one to buy. I don't see Disney buying it, because that'd be like they'll own WWE, but then who's going to run that? Who's going to run WWE? Is this, if WWE gets sold, who's going to be running it? Is Triple H going to be running it as far as behind the scenes, doing matches and all that? Or they're going to do what they're doing right now? I mean, it'll be a shame if McMahon does sell the company and then some guy in a monkey suit comes in and messes up everything the WWE has stand for the last 60 plus years, and have some guy in a suit coming in and just messing everything up and bringing the company down all the way to the toilet. I mean, not that the company right now is, you know, doing any better with their product, but um, it can happen. But again, I'm going to keep following this story through my, my podcast, through my audio podcast, and through the YouTube channel. So I'm going to continue to follow that. Again, guys, thank you very much for listening to my video, or actually watching my video. If you guys want to subscribe, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit that thumbs up, and let me know what you think about this. Leave me a comment. Let me your thoughts about this. Do you think WWE is going to get sold? Is this the why? This is the reason why they've been like last 4 Wednesdays they firing everybody. It's been a month of this going on. Do you think they're gonna sell the company? Let me know what you think. Let me know. Again, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, tell a friend. Again, you guys also want to uh, purchase any of my merchandise, go to tcwr.veryimpressive.com. That's tcwr.veryimpressive.com. If you guys want to follow me, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And again, guys, let me know what you think of these releases, and is WWE going to get sold? Until then, guys, be safe, be blessed, and I will see you guys